Yeah. The fucking game. Damn, you're so loud. Come on. Alright, there we go. For now, I'm just gonna assume that everything is fine and good and dandy and well good. I don't know, and I don't really feel like checking, but if things have to be changed, then I can do that so accordingly when things happen. I don't care for top chat. I want to see live chat. You fucking shitty fucking stream shit. Oh, that's fantastic. Everything's just gonna crash on me, isn't it? I don't give a damn. I'm back for now, but who knows how long. I've just been wanting to do this for a while. Wanted to play God of War for a while, and then also wanted to stream it, but I got too nervous and anxious to even do it, so hopefully this goes well. I think everything's fine. I don't look like I dropped any frames, so I think I'm good. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and start it anyway, because this... Well, yeah, it's going to be a long stream, hopefully, so we'll get this going. No, God mode is the, it's the very hard mode of the game. Which, in my opinion, at least for God of War 1, doesn't feel very hard, but that's just me. So we'll play on God very hard. And I'm pretty sure I selected it because, funny enough, I have this problem where every time I play this game on the hardest difficulty setting, I never feel like I'm on the hardest difficulty setting until the end of the game when I know for sure that I'm on the hardest setting. What's up? Good question, actually. What the fuck is up? I don't even know anymore. I'm so lost in thought, I have no idea what's going on. I've just been watching a lot of anime, reading a lot of mangas and stuff like that, and playing a lot of games, playing a lot of, the hell was it? Oh, trying to get back into Blaze Blue, Cross Tag at least, because of, you know, the DLC coming out and what have you. I can't even think far back, besides work. That's pretty much it. So many god deaths. Oh, there's gonna be plenty. There's been plenty in this damn series, for sure. Anyway, what have you been up to? Like I said, I'm just here. That's all it is anymore. That's what it feels like. Alright, so let's do this. The beginning, it's pretty simple. It's been a while since I actually played God of War. One thing to keep in mind is you don't want to throw them off the ship, because if you do, you won't get red orbs. So it's best just to kill them via the circle action instead. When I mean circle, I mean like you grab them and then you press the circle one. Because triangle rips them in half to get no orbs out of it. And that sucks. God, it really has been a while. But yeah, also, I'm only going to be, like, explaining how I'm doing these things. Only for those that don't know how to, you know, don't... It's basically me just pretending like I'm hardcoring for a little while. That's all it is. Just having fun, just trying to explain how the game works. I know there's plenty of people out there that know how this game goes. It's just, you know, for those that don't. I'm a little bit rusty. So I'm probably going to die in the beginning. Because it's been... Oh, God, it's been ages since I've played this fucking game. I'll get into the groove of it in like a few minutes. Yeah, the only drawback with actually killing them via the other way was the enemies can hit you during this too, so be careful. Alright, hang on, I'll read yours. You finished Hero? I didn't know that thing was even done. Isn't that like 4 seasons in or some shit? That's a lot. Wow. Alright, fuck it. I don't care for orbs right now. I just want these assholes gone. I wanted orbs at first, but now I'm thinking, like, nah. I mean, I'm getting orbs with my combos, too, so that's fine, I guess. I fucking knew that was going to happen. I was going to die eventually. I'm a little bit rusty, so... Watched the new Godzilla movie. Loved it so much. So much destruction. It's funny, because, like, everyone I When the movie came out, everyone was saying like, and of course you know me, I don't believe them. Oh yeah, I forgot about that move. Actually, yeah, do that instead. Do this where you just knock them in the air and then you just press over to grab them that way. But yeah, everyone kept saying like the movie was shitty, and it's like, so it's made for people that probably like that kind of stuff, and you know it's meant to be fun and enjoyable. So those that like it will like it. Only 3, season 4. Okay, so I figured there was another one coming. Oh, you actually played this recently? Wow. Yeah, it's been, I don't know how fucking long. The last God of War I played was 4, and then I just, once I platinumed it, I was just done. I was like, yeah, I don't care anymore. But yeah, the plan, which, I mean, things can vary. It's me, of course, things are going to vary. The plan is to play every God of War on the hardest setting until I get to a point when I know for sure that I can't actually beat the game on the hardest setting yet, because God of War 4, for example, I haven't actually been able to beat that game on Give Me God of War mode, so that one will probably be one of the very few I won't do. Ghost of Sparta is a maybe, because I don't think I've beaten that one on hard yet. Basically, all the God of Wars that I know for sure that I 100% and I can 100% and I can beat on God mode, or the hardest difficulty setting, whatever we called. Because like 2 is Titan and then 3 has Chaos, and all that fun stuff, as everybody knows. Yeah, I'm just gonna be trying 100% and beat them on the hard setting until the point when I know that I can't, and then I'll just, you know, tell people what I'm doing then and then. Then and there. Sometimes I can get like the 5th hit in there, but I can't. Well, I should say the 9th hit technically, because you're, you know, throwing 2 blades around. This is actually one of the easiest parts of the game right here for sure, no doubt about it. And again, I'm also like explaining these things for people that are gonna watch the videos later on. Like they're gonna come to the streams, you know, way later, and that kind of want, you know, some tips and tricks, I guess. I got hit like a loser. I'm supposed to be like a fucking pro at this, but and of course, like, once we get to like Ghost of Sparta, that's when like everything just goes to hell for me. And Ascension, it's just like I ain't gonna be able to, you know, do what I do in God of War 1 and 2 and 3, where I could just go in Chains of Olympus as well, where I know what I'm doing for sure, and I'm decent at it. And of course, I will die a few times. Satisfying your Destructo boner. Resident Evil 4 is a great ass game, no doubt about it. So was 7. Definitely is one playing on. There's definitely one I'm planning on watching your channel. Oh, okay. I read that wrong for a second. Huh. I tend to like to be informative about things. I don't know why, I just am. Also, I won't interact with everything, so I'll play the game like I'd normally casually play it on the difficulty, so it'll just be for funsies. I also, like, way back in the day, tried doing it wasn't a video or anything, it was just me just casually playing it. Trying to do a no upgrade run. I got to the Desert of Lost Souls, and then after that, I was wasted. I was done. I couldn't get past it, I guess, or something. Or I quit, one or the other. Or got bored, I don't know anymore. But I remember, like, getting to the desert, and I was just like, I'm done for the day. And then never came back to it. I've seen people play this on no upgrade run, and it kind of makes me scared because Ares on a no upgrade run sounds really fucking hellish. Because if I'm not mistaken, now I know I said, you know, oh, I'm a fucking, you know, I'm a pro at this game. Well, here's where the hypocrisy comes into play, I guess. Or here's where the lies start taking place. I don't remember, I think you have to upgrade your blades to get the rage mode in this game, instead of just achieve them, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like level 2. So, yeah. And again, it's been for ages since I played this. I used to know pretty much a lot of things about this game. Not technically everything, but just, you know, just enough to qualify myself as a well-informed person. Metal Gear Solid Collection. Yes, I actually do have that. Used to do a co-partner in MGS Peace Walker and DS3. Oh, you could use one. Oh, Yeah, I don't know. I'm more of a single player kind of guy when it comes to those things. Just hanging out, playing some God of War, because I've been having this weird itch to want to play through all the God of Wars that I could. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. I have no idea. I just one day just ended up saying, fuck it, I want to do a marathon of this son of a bitch. But other than that, like, outside of, you know, YouTube and streaming and all that, besides work, just been trying to play through, you know, get back in Blaze Blue and what have you, and oh fuck yeah, it's circling this one. Trying to get caught up in, you know, my fighting game stuff and what have you. Played a little bit of Dragon Ball FighterZ today as well, which was quite fun, actually. Fought somebody who wasn't a total piece of shit, and that's always nice to have. Oh fucking come on, man. The Hydra's pattern there is the same as it always will be. Well, I'm good. Like I said, I just don't do co-op that often anymore. I'm trying to think of what the hell else has been going on. I've just been here. Just, like I tell everybody, I've just been existing. That's pretty much it at this point in time. I've just kind of given up on everything else. Just being lazy, watching anime and reading shit and then shit posting. I don't know, what's good with you? My nibba? Oh, I sounded like Tyler there for a second. What the fuck is wrong with me? Also, this is weird. I could have sworn that you never actually had to actually fully deplete the health bar to kill off that Hydra. So maybe I'm definitely wrong. Also, I'm playing this on PS3 for anybody that doesn't know. Do I know anybody? Actually, no, I don't. I actually don't really have any friends besides, you know, you and Take Chrono, of course. I don't have anybody that actually, you know, physically plays games anymore besides, well, of course, my brother, but he's the same way. We're both just fucking lazy pieces of shit. That should take care of all of them. I don't know why, for some reason I keep thinking I can just heal myself. I don't know what the hell I've been playing to even think that. It happens. We're just here. Boop. Yeah, what the shit have I been playing? I don't even remember anymore. I'm getting so damn old. Playing FGC and wanting to kill yourself. Yeah, I've been through that phase multiple times. Fortunately, right now I don't feel that, but man, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there. Don't tell me I'm not fucking Dr. Pepper already. I thought it was completely single player. Like, I thought you could actually play it by yourself. If not, that's bullshit. Speaking of which, I remember, I mean, since we're talking about like co-op stuff and made me think of multiplayer. Fuck, I missed the multiplayer for Dead Space 2. That was great back then. Yeah, the best I can... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Kind of lost my train of thought there for a second. Now the pattern with this is they usually shoot twice, like that. So it's usually just best just to wait out the first shot, and then go for the second shot, and then once that, you know, the next first shot hits, and then go for it. Or you can be a complete douche like me and just fucking do this. And I think the box breaks after, I think, 3 to 5 hits. So that was 3 hits. Okay. And if you take too much damage, you got civilians, or basically the ship crew around here that you can just grab and beat the shit out of. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, EA is not the best. Speaking of EA, fucking Battlefront 2 was on sale on PS4 for, I mean, I don't know if it's still on sale, but it was for a while. And then I bought that because, like, when it originally came out, I was like, oh, hell yeah, you know, Battlefront 2. Like, I like Battlefront 1. And then, well, you know, I like the, that one. The A one. And then, or DICE, I should say, technically. God fucking damn it. I never used to be this shitty. What happened to me? Yeah, EA is just a bunch of pieces of shit, that's all. Okay, that was my fault. I hit that too. Come on. Oh shit. There we go. Alright, I should be out of sight. So technically, we should be fine. I know I took one more hit there, but it shouldn't matter. Now, if you want the orbs, you can go ahead and get them. Simply just beating the shit out of them works. Again, grabbing them works too. Granted, throwing them is just going to cause them to typically, you know, get thrown off. So it's never the best idea unless you're aiming it toward a wall or something. You can see that guy fell down there, so we're getting that. Wait. Yeah, he's still alive. Ah, the hell with it. I still don't get why the triangle execution does not give you red orbs. That never made any damn sense to me. And I believe that they actually changed that in God of War 2, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure they did. Alright, there's no point in going to that. Basically, it's just going to tell you that you need the captain's key, and it's like, yeah, I fucking know. I played this game like 15 million times now. They need to die. What they need to do is they need to step the damn game up and stop trying to make everything so, you know, money hungry. That's what I think. Also, there is that platform down there below that if you do actually knock the enemies down to it, they can bring up orbs, but sometimes if they're too far from, like if you're too high up, they won't drop orbs, and it's kind of dumb and annoying when it happens. Ow, fucker. And as you can see here, I'm getting kind of stuck in between these guys. I have to do this. Just to kick them off my ass. Speaking of other companies that are just running shit dry, Activision is doing the same thing with Crash Team Racing right now. Which I loved that, you know, I loved the game, the original game, of course, and I bought the, you know, Nitro Fueled Remaster, and I tried streaming it a while back, but it didn't work because for some damn reason, OBS told me, no, I can't do that, so that's what happened to that stream, for anybody that wonders what the hell happened to it. It wasn't because I was bored or tired or angry, it was just more, well, it's mostly angry at the damn OBS for fucking up. That's the problem. Yeah, like they've Activision introduced microtransactions in the Crash Team Racing, and I know that sounds like, oh, who cares? You don't have to buy that stuff. But the only problem is the stuff that they're making purchasable is A, kind of expensive for what they should be selling it for, and B, people put a lot of effort and work into getting those skins, and then now you can just buy them straight away. And then those skins that, you know, cost a lot of, you know, Wumpa coins back then, everyone's just going to have them. Oh yeah, seriously, we need better gaming companies out there. Like Arxis. Arxis and French bread, there you go. The Japanese company. Now this is just a me thing, but I don't like the fact that you can't skip these cutscenes until after you've seen them once before. And by once before, I mean in the same playthrough. So like if you die and you have to come back and, you know, watch that cutscene again, you have the complete and total option to skip it, and I'm glad that you can do that. But other than that, why the hell can I not skip it whenever I beat the game? Like, for, like, a first playthrough, that's fine. But, like, after that, I want to be able to skip these damn things. But apparently, I guess I'm just not allowed to. Also, it's completely pointless to use Poseidon's Rage here. It's absolutely pointless to do that, because not only do you not get your magic back, But yeah, I mean, yeah, you can go get a magic box, you know, like magic chest and shit, but you could just kill them like this. Some of the good old days, not all of the good old days. There was some shit in the there was some shit even back then, but it's worse now. I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you on that one. A lot of things just tend to be going down the, you know, the microtransaction rate, which microtransactions are not bad if they're in a free-to-play game, because like you didn't even buy the game, so who cares? But games are already like $60, and you know, having to spend money on shit that, how do I put it? Money that just doesn't seem like something you should spend money on. Just seems kind of ridiculous. Like cosmetic stuff is one thing. And granted, I know the skins in Crash Team Racing are cosmetic, but the amount of Whooper coins that some of them cost is ridiculous. Which in real money would probably cost you like, you know, $5 to $10 or something like that. It's just ridiculous, I think. Then of course there's like, you know, campaign DLCs and what have you that add extra story content to games and what have you. That I think is fine, but I don't know. Everybody has a different opinion when it comes to the micros. It's also funny because like before I started this, I was like, man, it's gonna be a pain in the ass coming back to do commentary because I'm just not gonna know how to do it. But here I am. Okay, so quick tidbit here. I'm just gonna let them pull me toward them. I don't give a shit about the whole who does what kind of issue here. Essentially, what I'm doing is, I mean, what you can do is you can actually just, you know, keep doing this, where you just keep evading and just, you know, fight one at a time. But if you do that, they're just gonna suck you in still. I mean, it's stupid, honestly. Also, for those that are wondering what happened to my Infamous playthrough, and like 90% of the other playthroughs I've been doing, for one, I've just been kind of not feeling like YouTube is a place I want to be much anymore. Not necessarily quit, but more so don't really want to upload as much anymore. Just want to do shit posts or just random things. That's pretty much my channel's become. And the Infamous Let's Play, well, during the Let's Play, the fucking game crashed, and it's kind of stupid because well, I do have the game. I can get it digitally, of course, because I did actually have it when the PS outage happened a long time ago. I downloaded it just for the hell of it, because at the time I didn't have my copy, because I let my cousin borrow it. But with my actual copy of Infamous, she's been running dry. Yeah, it's been going downhill, because I've had it for so fucking long. I had the game when around the time when it came out. Like, I remember the fucking demo at Walmart, if that gives you guys any indication. Which is, again, not the best description for how long it was, but if the demo was out at Walmart, it probably was, you know, I don't know how long after the initial release, but I remember, like, loving the demo and then getting the game. The same thing with Uncharted 2, but unlike Infamous, I didn't buy Uncharted 2 until way later. I think I bought Uncharted 2 after I bought Infamous and played that, and I was like, I fucking love these games. And the demo for Infamous, well, yeah, both Infamous and Uncharted 2 were just fantastic. Those were the days. Alright, so there's a little trick here that you can do with this fight. I do recommend doing Poseidon's... Oop, I hit R2 instead of L2 like an idiot. Essentially, when the Mother Hydra comes to slam down, you just do Poseidon's Rage, bam, you do some decent shock, and you get some magic back out of it. So not too bad. I usually finish off with a Herculean Dollar, or whatever the hell it's called, if I remember correctly. If you block during that war, you won't fall off this little, like, you know, pole here, so... Yeah, this little platform. And then she will fall that way, so we're just going to go ahead and grab her ass. And I think it's just... I think the button prompts are just circle when you get to the third button prompt. If I remember correctly. You can also, like, actually keep up with her just by doing that. You can also, like, you know, throw your blades out as well. Do that. Poof. I also love this part right here. Like, after you shock her, she gets stuck in, like, a sort of, like, stun lock kind of thing to where you can actually just keep beating the shit out of her. depending on where her head's facing will depend on where she's going, and most of the time I'm pretty sure it's already predetermined anyway. It's usually left, right, and then, you know, middle. She doesn't really technically fall in the middle. More so, she just kind of just stammers for a bit. Poof. And we should be close to being done. This is, in my opinion, one of the best boss fights of the game. Oh, actually, she fell left. I was wrong. I thought it was middle, but no. See how long it's been? Even I'm forgetting things that I used to know so well. It's as hot as James Wood's sweaty balls. Yeah, it's pretty fucking goddamn toasty. I mean, you know, I live like in the middle of fucking country here. And I know you live down there, down south. So it's probably fucking hotter up down there, I'd assume. But right now, it's not too bad here, at least. Come on, you. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to... Shit over. See, it was circle. I was right. Yeah, the button prompts most of the time are just already... They're usually the same for like the beginning first bosses. And then after a while they switch it up. Now for anybody that wants to know how long this could possibly take, depending on, you know, routing and depending on how many times I die, which I only died once. I should keep track of that actually. Depending on how many times I die and all that fun stuff, and any other interruptions that could happen, and just my normal speed in general, this should, in theory, take me about 4 to 5 hours to beat. I would think so. I don't know for sure. But we took down the first actual main boss in about less than 30 minutes. So, the first boss, that's what I think I said. First main boss is down. We got the captain's key. Then we gotta see, like, then we gotta go watch an hour-long cutscene once we get out of here. Come on, game. Come on. We're all waiting on you. That wasn't the cutscene. The cutscene was the one where breaking the captain's quarters and then you, all those people getting the shit beat out of them. I should also try to avoid opening just chests for no reason. But I have this problem with OCD where I just want to open up every fucking chest imaginable. And then we get to the Desert of Lost Souls and it's just like, nah, I'm good, dog. Would you just fucking move? Now for something like this right here, throwing them works just fine. Especially when you throw them at somebody else too. Oh, come on. Come the dick on. Yeah, I'm not as good as I used to be. But that happens when you don't play God of War, you know, 20 times a day. That's what happens when you play, like, you know, other games, too. I also thought, like, what if I just, like, streamed myself playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, but then I decided, nah. Like, not that it would be a terrible idea, just it's one of those things where it's like I'd rather just I want to stream this, you know. Maybe sometime soon I can do fighters. I only play fighters casually anymore because now that I've gotten the 530 million or thousand whatever the hell BP it was I needed for that trophy, I'm pretty much just done with playing ranked. And of course my friendo, he got that trophy when the game came out day one. That motherfucker was already fucking like, you know, fucking Goku Rose day goddamn one. And that way before my ass did. Then you have the fucking goddamn, what was it, 200 million? Some shit trophy.
His only solace was the sea, endlessly sailing from one harbor to the next in service to the gods of Olympus. All his hopes rest
If I was Kratos, I would probably do the same.
For no
I'd make
matter
them
how
squeal
much
too.
wine he consumed or how many women
Sticking
he
my,
took to his bed,
you know, 2-inch
nothing on
peen
earth could rid him of
right up their ass.
that plagued his mind.
Did you know that God of War is actually a story about the white man taking over?
10 years ago, I have faithfully served the gods for 10 years. When will you relieve me of these nights?
Speaking of fighting games, what the fuck happened to Blaze Blue? Like, why is it every goddamn time, like, anything happens at all, like, DLC comes out, and then we get, like, 2 more players online at one time? Like, I try to play ranked. I keep trying to play ranked, but I can't seem to find a damn match. So I just give up and play casual, and then it makes it even more awkward. Oh my god, there's boobies! That's right, guys, there's boobies in this game. I'm gonna get taken down, I'm gonna get flagged.
And if I am able to do this, to kill a god,
The visions,
then
they
the
will end.
visions,
Wow! How'd I know that line? That's weird. I totally said the same thing that he said. That's funny.
Have faith, Kratos. The gods do not forget those who come to their aid.
Actually, funny enough, Kratos was not white originally. He was actually tan.
Kratos set sail once more.
So technically, it's not a game about the white man going in and ruin everything. No! It's about a black man turned white, ruining everything. Now that I say it like that, that sounds even more racist. But you know how people are on the internet, they can't take a damn joke. Ah, fuck it. Let's do the sex minigame for the hell of it. Ah, sure, why not? Who cares? It's just a fucking stupid minigame anyway. I don't even know how many times you can do this before you kind of just, like, get done doing it. And that should be it. That's all I care for showing. I hate these fucking things. They waste time. It's like, I don't want to waste time. I just want to go. But you gotta show it off. Even though I didn't show off the guy in the cage because I didn't care enough. But here we go. We have Rage of the Gods. So it was a new ability. So we get Hermes Stomp, Rush, Apollo's Offense, and Apollo's Ascension. Alright, cool. Completely and totally useless abilities. Except for Rage of the Gods. Because this is Hermes Rush. And it's not that great. And then here's Apollo's Ascension. That move, the air move is actually decent. But the actual, you know, yeah. The other one's not that great. Imagine if they had the threesome minigame in the new God of War. You mean like have Kratos or Atreus all banging their mom? No, I'm kidding. Or all banging Farah. Or whatever her stupid fucking name was. Remember in Chains of... Or was it... Oh, fuck. Was it Ghost of Sparta? It might have been Ghost of Sparta. I don't... Yeah, I think it was Ghost of Sparta. Where Kratos bangs like 12 different women at one time. Like 16. I remember counting it and I totally forgot how many there were. Now, these little bastards right here. These guys are actually quite fun to fight. Not only that, but... they actually drop orbs when you execute them. The triangle attack as well. Also, I don't have the parry yet, which is also another unlockable move. Which, funny enough, in God of War 2, you can gain that move just by getting the Golden Fleece. But in this game, you have to unlock it via upgrading your weapons. Yeah, most likely it's probably on Rule 34. I have seen my fair share of God of War Rule 34 before. Unfortunately, there's not enough God of War Ascension Rule 34 out there for the ones that I like. The Furies that I thought were nice looking. One of them, at least. Also, this game is very, dare I say archaic? I don't know what you would call it. I mean, it's a classic, in my opinion. But it's kind of like where it's like Devil May Cry 1, where it's so easy that fucks his way through the Pantheon. That's how he became the God of War. He fucked his way up there. He bent Ares over and he said, I'm coming in, and he fucked him right in the ass. And Ares, at the time, couldn't handle a dick that big, so he had no choice but to take it. And took his place. Yeah, like this game is so it's kind of like Devil May Cry 1 where it's really fucking easy to go through. I mean, Devil May Cry 1, don't get me wrong, I think it's a lot harder to play. But it's so I wouldn't even I don't know if stiff's the right word or not, but I don't know how to explain it. It feels old, that's what I'm trying to say. Like it definitely feels like it's older compared to like God of War 3 or something. I think it was... Good question. It was one of them. I know that for a fact. 'Cause I remember hearing that the only reason they actually even had gay sex was to sort of like, you know, make bonds between the men or something. Something like that. I think it was like to make the bonds even stronger or some shit. So they let homosexuality be a, you know, be perfectly fine there. Into bestiality, especially Zeus. Really? I mean, I know he turned into a beast, I think. Actually, come to think of it, I don't really know much about that much in terms of Greek shit. You know what's funny? Like back when I was in middle school when this game came out. I know everybody's probably thinking like, "Oh, you're just a baby." But yeah, I was in middle school when this came out. I remember like when I saw this scene, it fucking frightened me. That fell pirate booty. Yeah, oh yeah, they were digging for treasure right in that poop deck, that's for sure. But yeah, like this game used to scare the living fuck out of me. I mean, granted, I was scared of everything when I was a kid. Also, pro tip, the Minotaurs will actually block your attacks a lot, and when they do, after like a few hits, they'll retaliate, and they'll do this, you know, Helm Splitter attack. During that attack, well, first they'll throw out, you know, like a push to kind of like get you off them. During that attack, they have a point in where they pretty much, you know, are able to get hit. So, did you have your first boner from this? Oh, actually, why did I just do that? I activated Breach of the Gods like a fucking moron. I actually have no idea where I got my first boner from, actually. But it most likely was one of my firsts. No doubt about it. I wouldn't doubt it. But if I had to say one thing that definitely got my rocks riding back in the day, would have been the Newgrounds stuff, for sure. Newgrounds was definitely around my time. It definitely had that good stuff, and that was back in the day when they actually had the mature tab available on the actual home menu instead of just having to actually go and find it yourself now. Or having to look up it on Google just to find it that way. I got my first boner from my uncle when he put his mouth on my wiener. No, I'm kidding. If anybody believes that, fucking don't. I almost got butt fucked by a gay man. But luckily I was, you know, smart. And was like, nah fam, I'm good. I don't want to be butt fucked. It's so weird though, like, whenever you hear people that say like, oh, you're quite a good looking feller, and it's like, I am? It's funny because like I always tell myself that I am, but then I don't believe anybody else that says it, so I just don't. Which is also kind of funny because I was at the dentist today, and I was sitting in the chair and I looked at myself in the mirror when I was reflecting. I'm like, there's a good looking man in the mirror right there. I have definitely changed over the years, it feels like. It's like back in like 2012, I was just a shithead. I mean, I'm a shithead now. I'm still an asshole, but oh man, it was worse back then. Also, these are the, I like to call them the Iron Cyclops. I'm not actually sure of what their technical name is, but they are Cyclops nonetheless. But they're more like medieval looking kind of thing. I mean, well, granted, this is fucking Greek, but still, you know what I mean. Essentially, These are some of my favorite enemies to fight. These ones in particular. I love these guys. I especially love their theme song too. Boop and boop. If I had one more hit, I would have gotten 100, and I would have gotten like, what was it, like 20 something orbs or some shit. Back here's a chest. Also, I'm pretty sure people are probably thinking like, what the fuck was that going on about like 10 minutes ago? I don't know. I'm just talking. That's all it is. I'm just talking my ass. Just to make for conversation. Just talking about what I was thinking today. I think a lot of weird things. It's also really funny when I hear people always talk about like, I'm so fucking depressed. I mean, yeah, there are people that I do believe that are actually depressed, and then there's the people that pretend like they are. It's just stupid. Like, you can tell the difference between somebody who actually is having a hard time, and then via somebody who's just doing it for attention. And it's really fucking annoying. And I know I have family members that do it, and it's just like, shut up. You were fine. And I know people are probably going to think like, oh, well, Alex, that's just so fucking rude. Like, you shouldn't tell them that. First of all, I don't actually tell them that. I'm just thinking that. But still, like, I just think it's wrong just to, you know, try to do shit for attention. And then again, who am I to say, right? Alright, so we got another boss fight coming up. This one I'd never actually count as a boss fight because even though it's Medusa, she acts the same way as like literally every other fucking Gorgon in this game would act. So, in my opinion, it technically isn't really much of a boss fight as it is a mini boss. Okay, I don't know how the hell that happened, but it worked last time. Also, I brought up the depression topic mainly because of me talking about me being an asshole back like 2012, like always pretending like, you know, oh, I'm so fucking fed up with life, I'm so sad and shit. Even though I know for a fact that deep down I definitely wasn't, and I was just being a little pussy and being a little crybaby about nothing and just being a spoiled brat pretty much. But like I said, I do believe there are people out there that, you know, who have it, so.
Kratos, the gods are pleased with your progress.
I always keep getting Aphrodite mixed up with
skills will not be enough
Artemis.
to defeat the minions of Ares. I offer you the power to freeze your enemies.
Because I always keep thinking that she's the one that drops me the Artemis blade,
You must earn such a
even though she
gift.
don't. What's it, Artemis? I don't know. The only difference that Medusa has is the fact that she looks a little bit different, I think, than other random Gorgons.
The queen of the Gorgons. Bring me her head, Kratos.
Also,
and I will give
sorry
you the
about...
ability to wield its power.
Sorry about, like, you know, my computer making so much damn noise. I can't help it. It's just my fucking computer that has its issues. Alright, so... Medusas. Hit him a few times while they're trying to stone you. Roll. Hit him again. Easy. They really are not that fucking hard. When they dodge you, that's when you want to block. Because most likely, 9 times out of 10, they're going to try to fight back. Fucking ow. She's gonna drop magic, so I'm just gonna fucking just pop her ass with some Poseidons. Okay, so that's not plus on block. I really want to be 300 kicked into a bed of ice cream. When you said 300, I thought you said like $300. I'm thinking like, what? No, I got you now. So that's twice I died. And I still don't really technically feel like I'm on God mode. But I know I am. I'm being so fucking stupid. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Well, like I said, I mean, it's been a good few years since I've touched a God of War game. The last one I played was God of War. She was out of camera. I couldn't catch her. I'm old, guys. I'm old. You know, she probably has a snake pussy, considering the fact that she's basically lower half snake. Same thing with like mermaids, like they have like fish pussies. So unless it was like a dolphin, you probably wouldn't want to stick your dick in that. Unless you like fish pussy, then I guess. If snakes and fish even have technical pussies, I mean, well, they got something. I wouldn't really. I don't know if you'd call it a pussy technically. They have reproductive organs. Goes to show how fucking smart I am, that doesn't it? The trick with the Gorgons when you beat the shit out of them is you want to keep them in the air, which I am not doing very well at, all things considered. Can I die like 3 times yet? Fucking mermaid. It depends on what the mermaid looks like. Depends on what they look like. I mean, if they look nice, then yeah. But if they look like a fish from the top and then a woman from the bottom, I don't know about that. Or if they have like a fish head and a fucking like, you know, fish head, human titties, and then fish body. That'd be weird. But I could probably fuck the titties. So that's our second power ready. And we're only like still about half an hour in, 45 minutes in. Oh, but now we're going to fight the Minotaurs. And this is when they actually want you to use this ability. So this is definitely a good place to use it. Their friendos can actually kill each other too. This is one of the few times in the game where you actually get your magic back. So use it wisely. I also recommend knocking them away so that way they can get off your ass when they get too close to you. Aerial, definitely. Yeah, big time. I don't doubt you. Yeah. Fuck. I am really just having a hard time today. Well, usually, like, when it comes to, like, the blocking mechanic, you can just, like, you know, block as soon as they hit you, let go. But they've been breaking through it. Like, they've been having, like, a second hit that comes after the initial parry that hits. Now, they're not actually, like, swinging again. It's just the fact that, you know, there's still, like, that little bit of attack that still goes through, and I hate it. You like Chunky Ursula? Really? That's... I never hear anybody ever say that. Hey, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying, like, that's actually quite surprising. Nobody ever talks about, like, banging Ursula at all. You're some bitch. Yeah, but these guys are also fun to fight as well. They're kind of like a lesser version of the stronger undead. They're like the middle ground. You have the regular undead who we fought in the beginning on the ship, and then of course you have the upper undead, which, you know, obviously have like the much stronger attacks, and then you have these assholes who for some reason can't be fucking grabbed, I guess, without having circle press on them. Actually, come to think of it, no wait, I think these are. Okay, I dropped 200 frames. I don't know if I should just restart the stream or not, just in case. Got big boobies and those curves and her human disguise ain't too shabby. I personally didn't really care for her human disguise, honestly. That's just me, though. Yeah, I dropped a few frames. I'm kind of scared. I don't know if that affects the stream or not. Can't tell. It's like I know like there's a period of time when you can stop and restart the stream. And everything will just be fine, but I don't know. Oops. No wait. That's fine. I gotta turn it back around again because I'm a retard. But why, Alex? Yeah, hopefully, I can't tell because I haven't looked, but hopefully the stream's fine. Actually, I'm curious. Oh, nice. Things I mean, I don't doubt the fact that there are people out there who do like it. It's just you never ever hear anybody openly say that either. It's just funny. I mean, hey, if you want to fuck something, then, you know, that's you, right? That's what I say. Like, you know, there's that one chick from, you know, Three Houses, the nurse chick or whatever her name was, and you know, my brother's like, hell no, and I'm over here thinking like, she's not too bad. I'd probably still be fine with it. If you come down here, you can open up a door, and you can also beat the shit out of these guys. This is also a really bad room to do this in, but it's, oddly enough, a very iconic room for me, for some strange reason. Oh yeah, they also have a stupid fucking like stab move they can do too. It's fucking retarded. But 9 times out of 10, these guys like to do that upper attack. Yeah, that spinning attack thing. Yeah, this room's iconic because of the Apollo Ascension thing that I do in here every fucking time. So it's kind of like become like a sort of like tradition for me. Stream still looks okay? Okay, good. Because I was scared because like when I drop frames, I get scared. Because like it only dropped like 200, it says. So if everything's fine, then I guess we're still having it. It's only been an hour in. I'm this far in. Wow. Most people will be like, I don't even know where to go now. As long as a few minutes are her eating out heirlooms type of anger. Damn. They seem to be going in. Oh yeah, if you knock these guys off, you won't get orbs out of it. And let's just be honest, you can actually get everything fully upgraded in this game. It's just, there are times where you shouldn't take too much liberty with it. Is what I'm saying. Like, just, I don't know, a few here and there, it's fine. Bring on the squeaker weeps. The whomst. Also, if you throw them off like that, you will get orbs if they land on the ground, but you will not get orbs from the actual smashing of their face toward the, you know, thingamabob, the wall. And I also think it's like, what, 150 per level for these, I think. I think it's kind of like, or was it every 500? I think it was. That would make more sense. I'm doing my math completely fucking wrong. Or 300. I don't know how many orbs it takes to get to a level. You know what else I've been in the mood to play? BioShock. Wasn't that dumbass complaining about you playing or saying fuck while playing? Oh, yeah, I remember him. I think I was playing Mario Sunshine actually. But regardless, it was still Mario 64 style, so... Yeah, like that little asshole pissed me off. I mean, granted, I was playing a game that, you know, technically is considered for kids and everyone. But you're coming to you're watching a guy on YouTube who streams it, so most likely, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna cuss. They seem to, so... And plus, kids these days watch all kinds of YouTubers that cuss all the time. So it's not like it's, you know, any new kind of thing. Oh shit. This is a bad spot. This is a very bad spot, folks. Alright, we're fine for now. And this is a really, really, really bad... Okay, we're good. Man, like, you got all these assholes that watch, like, you know, like, Markiplier and PewDiePie and all them, and they cuss, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to die. Oh, yeah, I guess you can rage here. That's like, what, the 4th time I fucking died in this game? Oh my god. Oh, we're starting back here. I normally don't waste magic, but who gives a shit? I'll be fine. I seem to be playing a little bit more recklessly this playthrough than I do most. Like, if people have watched my actual, like, playthrough of God of War, and I think I even did a hardcoreing guide of it, actually. Which, speaking of which, for those that are interested in my hardcoreing guide stuff, that also has taken a fall on YouTube as well. I did Lollipop Chainsaw, but I did beat it. I do have everything done. I just don't have everything, you know, commentated and rendered and uploaded, and I just kind of just got tired of it. Maybe I should start making, like, you know, videos on without commentary. That way it's easier for me, somebody who doesn't like... I don't like to sit there and watch my playthrough again. That's what I'm trying to say. But there are times when I really feel like doing it. Like, I'm really excited to do it, and there's times when I'm just not. It all depends. And most of the time my mood is just like, nah, be lazy and do something else. Just so you guys know, this is most of what wall climbing in this game is going to be like. So get ready for it, because we're going to do this like at least another couple times throughout the game. Oh, you think this is bad now? Wait till Hades. When you gotta climb through all the fucking spikes. Hades is a cool level, it's just, you know, be a pain in the ass. Especially in, like, on, I think, Pandora's... what the fuck was it called? I think it was around the Pandora's Temple area. But I think it was, like, Pandora's something. Anyway, that level, basically when Kronos is back, I think you, there's like a climbing spot there with the key you gotta get with all the sirens in there and all that shit. And it's not a very fun place to be. And then there's that one area where you climb through to get across that bridge thing. There's satyrs on the pathway you can either just avoid completely. It's around the satyr area. I'll say that. There's like this fucking maze, like labyrinth thing that you have to go through. And it's mostly filled with satyrs and shit, and it's really annoying. And also, sometimes there's enemies that end up down here for some reason. I'm just gonna waste the rest of it. Who cares? Come on. Also, since we're on the topic of God of War, I would like to talk about, because I want to, you know, talk about it and just have an interesting conversation about God of War and which games are good and which games I think are poopy and stinky. So, first runner-up, God of War 1. It's a classic. Can't beat it. It's too damn good. Yeah, it's a little bit dated in some regards, but I feel like it still works just fine. I feel like it's a great game. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing it now, so yeah, that's one thing. God of War 2, also a really good game, but in my personal opinion, definitely not one of my favorites. It has good stuff, it just... I don't like it as much as I do God of War 1, honestly. God of War 3 is also a really good game, too. In my opinion, I think it actually plays a little bit better than God of War 2. But it's short as hell. Like, really fucking short. But it does have some cool moments. Cool stuff. I'm gonna leave that there, actually, just in case. I should have used Poseidon's... Well, I didn't have magic for it. Now, granted, in this area, you can actually just skip these assholes. If you really wanted to. Like, if things get a little too hairy, you can skip them. But I ain't gonna skip them. Now, the satyrs, later on, that's a maybe. Oh god, remember the Theseus fight in fucking part 2? God of War 2? Speaking of which, I forgot that I made the thumbnail to the part 7. Yeah, the Theseus fight had fucking minotaurs like all around. They were like ice minotaurs and shit. It was a cool fight. It just, I remember like back in the day, like it was the hardest fucking shit ever. Poof. Now, killing one will most likely spawn, yep. There they are. The Gorgons. Now, luckily, you can use them to your advantage. You can have them stone the other ones. Because I'm probably going to die, I'm probably just going to jump down there and... Well, I have enough health, I think. There we go, got her in there. That's the important part, folks. You want to get these bitches in the air, because if you don't, they can cause problems. There we go. Should only take me a few hits. And yes, you do get plus 15 orbs for a crush when you kill him in a stone as well, which really helps. And of course, when you get stoned, you have a chance to get out. So, keep that in mind. Also, these minigames are typically pretty lenient when it comes to the actual, like, analog motions. So that takes care of that fucking fight. I hate that one so damn much. Also, this is not a speedrun tactic at all. It doesn't work. In my opinion, from what I've played, of course, it doesn't work for me. Ever. It doesn't make it go any faster. I'm sure there's probably some people out there that can probably speedrun the hell out of this and obviously do a much better job than me. But, yeah. Also, if I run out of health, I can just go over there and grab some. Kratos, get up there, Kratos. I hate when people call him Kratos. When I said that, you know, you gotta be careful with your orbs earlier, that's not technically 100% true. I mean, it would save you in the long run, but when you get to the Ares fight, he drops a shit ton of orbs. Before the actual, like, after the first phase of that fight, he drops a fuck ton of orbs. So that way you can get a lot of stuff, and plus you can fight, you know, the Kratoses in phase 2, which drop quite a bit of orbs. So technically, you should be able to get enough regardless of what you do. But just try to at least kill some of these guys and get some combos going. That's all I recommend doing. That way you can get, you know, other better equipment faster too. Instead of having to wait till, like, you know, goddamn Ares to upgrade your last shit. Most likely I'll be upgrading the Army of Hades last, because you don't really need the Army of Hades ability until, you know, phase 2 of Ares. So I won't worry about that. The Blades are going first, and then, you know, the Rage, and then probably Medusa. And just going in order by what I get first and foremost. Yeah, it takes care of them. And this part's not that fun, but we're gonna do it. I'm actually having fun, oddly enough. I'm surprised. I didn't expect it to. Which is also kind of funny. It's like my brother earlier was talking about, like, he's like, yeah, he's like, you want to stream God of War. He's like, I've been kind of like wanting to kind of play it again. It's also kind of funny too, because there's this video he showed me where it was Persona 3. It was a Persona 3, you know, meme and all that. And it's like, hearing the music in the game is like, just makes me kind of want to play Persona 3 again. Or go back to my actual playthrough right now, which I'm on, I'm in New Game Plus, and I haven't actually beaten it that way. Don't go too far out, because this. Also, when you're going to, the most efficient way to take these guys out is kick them once, and just like kick them, move, kick them, move, and then kick and all that. Yeah, just so that way you can stun them, so they don't fucking, you know, do stupid shit. So yeah, go in for the kick because it's got range, and then go for the grab. Easy. They're not hard, they're just annoying, that's all. And always keep moving forward because that way the guys behind you can't do anything. As you can see, they're kind of just stuck in their own little hell over here. It takes about, I think, 6 triangle swipes to kill them completely. Which is still a lot, all things considered, and it still takes a long time. The only time triangle moves are ever even any useful is either for, you know, vertical launching or simply just a finisher. That's it. In my opinion. There we go. That should be all of them. And then we drop, and we're good. I should have health. I'm actually going to switch to the gaze just in case, because I don't want to accidentally use it. I also hate this part right here, because it's like, oh look, there's a door behind you. And it's like, I know that. That's why I'm going this way, so I can break it down. I'm not that fucking stupid. Gotta break down. God, imagine like part 7 getting animated. Wouldn't that be fucking dope as hell? Fuck. Part 7's really fucking good for JoJo, like no joke. But I want to see part 6 animated as well. And recently, I figured out what the problem is with part 6. It's actually the fact that the stands are a little too outrageous. They're too complex in terms of what they can do, which I'm a man of complex, like, you know, I like the complex stuff too, but the stands are just like, they don't feel as crazy as they normally would. They just feel like, I don't know how to put it, but they don't have that bizarre taste to them anymore. They just feel like they're thrown in there for the sake of throwing them in there. Like, you know, Goku's attacks. You know, like Goku can do this and this and this, and it's like, that's because it's not cool anymore. It's just, it's thrown in there. Like, remember when Goku could do Kaioken and he doesn't really do it much anymore until like that one part in Super when he did it? I mean, yeah, he still has them, but it just, I don't know. Or like how Luffy, like in the original stuff, had like, you know, a fucking Gum Gum Gatling and all that shit, and pistol and all that really cool shit, and then he gets the elephant gun, and it's just like an upgraded version of that, and then he's got like which is cool. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, the Magnum one's cool, but then you have like the fucking what is it? Shit, what is it? Oh, the Gear 4, yeah. They had that Gear 4, like, I think it was like Gear 3 and Gear 4 and all that. And it's like, it's getting to the point where it's just getting kind of wild. And it's like, alright, we know why you're doing this now. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I did not know about that box back there. You ever play an extremely gory game and you suddenly have a goregasm from all the destruction and gore? Actually, yes, Splatterhouse. Believe it or not, Splatterhouse, the reboot, was one of the only one of the few times where I actually had a technical goregasm because the destruction and chaos was fun. And also, what else? Metal Gear Rising. That was good too. That was fun. That was really good fun. Actually, folks, I'm going to be right back, so I'll let this play out, and then I'll be back in a minute.
Do not fear, Kratos.
I am the Oracle of Athens, here to help you defeat Ares.
Find my temple to the east,
And I will show you how to murder a god.
Sorry, y'all. Had to get a sip. Had to get a drink. Fucking more center. Dude, Metal Gear Rising was fucking amazing. I love that game. Oh, I know. She's basically a fucking... What did he say? They were a, she's like a gangbang kind of character. Like, for sure, yeah. She belongs in gangbangs. Pretty much. Also, this is completely off topic, but I've been craving a lot of strawberry shit lately. And I don't know why. I thought about getting a smoothie like last weekend and I never did. And then I found, I saw that Sonic had like, you know, that strawberry shake thing. And I'm like, fuck, I want that. So then, yeah, that's what I got. Good old strawberry shake. I don't know what the hell's been going on with me. Maybe I'm getting to the point where I'm just getting, what's the word for it? Malnourished. So now my body's just like pretending like, hey, you know, should try something here. Oh, fuck. Also, guys, fucking come on. Okay, usually they're never this dickish. Yeah, usually they're never this horrible with this. But yeah, this chest right here respawns, so you can just pick that up again and keep going back and forth between it. Hey, it looks like it respawns off camera. I fucking hate that. That's one of the moves that you really don't want to, you know, deflect. That move right there you do. Alright, let's see. There we go. You gotta be really good with that one, because it's annoying as all hell. I mean, I could just leave him here, but I mean, I do get combo out of it. Let him shoot first because God knows he's going to. Also, I know I said this before, but I'm actually surprisingly having a lot of fun right now. I don't know what's up with it. I think it's like I'm finally hitting that. Since I'm finally, like, you know, doing something I want to do, I'm actually having a good time with it. Also, I want to let people know that I do not know exactly where every single chest is. And what I mean by 100% is I mean, like, I'll get all the upgrades and all that fun stuff. So that's the main focus for 100%ing. Oh, absolutely. I mean, do you blame her? I mean, fuck, if I could get rammed by, you know, geckos constantly, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be that bad. W? See, that doesn't feel any faster. Alright, pro tip here. Take out these assholes first. Actually, expert tip here. Throw them at the Gorgon. Yeah, actually, technically Medusa does look different, because Medusa's brown-ish. Whereas Gorgons are just normally greenish. I keep seeing something like the corner of my eye, but I don't see the OBS thing going off. Also, I don't think Ares can technically attack you here. I don't think that's possible. I'm sure someone's probably modded that before, but not in my lifetime. Also, I hope that at the end of my journey of playing this game, I'll get to find my real dad. Maybe he'll show up eventually, I don't know. That's the whole point. I'm trying to, I'm only streaming this so that way my real dad can be like, so he can finally find me. And then I can be like, hey, real dad. Finally found you. One more. Which we should have had that probably by now, but I probably missed it somewhere. They also have plenty of Phoenix feathers and Gorgonite throughout the entire game. So that way you can still get full upgrades. Even if you miss like one or two, or a few of them. So as long as you like go out of your way to actually look, you probably will end up with everything upgraded. So God of War 1 at least is great with that. God of War 2 is the same way. They give you plenty of stuff. And speaking of which, if I'm going to 100% God of War 2, I'm going to have to remember where all the damn urns are at. And that might be a pain in the ass. And I also don't know if I'm going to, and I know it's a running joke at this point, it's an inside joke with the whole, with my original God of War 1 playthrough, and I actually said, like, I was going to do the, Challenge of the Gods, but then I never did. So, it's been kind of like a running inside joke for me over the years. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do it for the stream. Maybe, maybe not. I'll consider it when I get there, so we'll see what happens. They're just fucking tedious, that's all. Especially God of War 2. And then the thing is, with God of War Ghost of Sparta, I don't know why I said God of War, I could have just said Ghost of Sparta. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, we're not all stupid. With Ghost of Sparta, hold on. You have to actually, you know, play the game multiple times and or do the challenge shit to gain the orbs. It's fucking annoying. I plan to, yes, but what the? Hold on. What happened? Oh, I got scared. I was like, I thought my OBS shut down because my TV just went off for a second, but it was just my vent that turned on. I kicked in and turned it off, I guess. My plan is to stream God of War all day and then hopefully, you know, beat God of War 1. Maybe start God of War 2. It depends on what happens and depends on everything else. Most likely, probably, I'd say yeah. I would like to try, but things can happen and change. My plan is to beat God of War 1. That's the plan. Fuck this. I never use this damn thing, so why not just use it now while I have the chance? I mean, yes, I should be thinking about, you know, where and when to use it. Should be thinking about that a little, you know, better and more practically than what I'm doing now. Yeah, as far as I know, like, nothing should technically come up, so should be good for the day. But like I said, the main plan is to just beat God of War 1. And then after that, it's just, you know, that's it, pretty much. And then probably, like, next week or something. Definitely not tomorrow, but, like, next week or something, I might start God of War 2. Depends on how this goes and if everything works just fine. That's the plan, Jan. I also hate how, like, half these don't even have a fucking thing inside of them. Like, why even bother having the door there if you don't get orbs from breaking the door anyway? It just seems so damn stupid. There we go. Gorgon's done. Well, one of them. Yeah, I think I'm getting strawberry from now on. Holy hell. It's actually, it's really good. Holy shit. What did I do? Did I do something stupid? Hold on, I turned away for like a minute. I felt something vibrate and I wasn't sure if that was... That's probably just Aries doing this thing. God damn. Also, my nose has been acting up lately. Like, real bad. I hate it. I've been going fucking wild. I've been coughing up a storm too. Fuck me. I'm trying to remember how to get up there. You know what? can you actually even technically get up there? Well, there's something in there, I'm sure. I saw something. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you can get up there or not. I mean, it looks like you can, but I don't know how to. Because it just keeps pushing me down, so I don't know. I mean, I tried from here, but Crash just goes butt fuck wild. Who cares? Even if it was a chest, who gives a rat's ass anymore? We'll still get everything upgraded anyway. Also, I just realized something. Next week, Astral Chain comes out, and then the Yojo Senki movie comes out in Blu-ray and DVD. But I don't know about America. I might not get that just yet. And, which reminds me, I do need to check my Amazon orders and find out if Maki Moho is coming soon, because I pre-ordered it, and it should be out soon, because it's definitely past the 13th. You know, Amazon stuff. I accidentally had it to where I did the free shipping thing or whatever it was, instead of paying the extra for, like, you know, getting it the day of. So, yeah. I jumped in without realizing what an idiot I was. Oh, I know I was going to talk about it earlier. I was going to talk about this whole, like, DMC versus God of War debacle that's been going around, where people are saying, like, God of War is better than DMC or yada yada yada. I didn't know you even played Destiny 2. Funny enough, like, I quit back in, like, Destiny 1, I think. I think I might even, I don't even know what I even have anymore. I remember playing, like, Destiny 1 back then, and it was fun and nice for a while, and then I just kind of got bored of it. I tend to get bored of, like, multiplayer games rather quickly, which is why I prefer fighting games, because at least then it doesn't feel like a multiplayer game. Even though I know you can just do PvE stuff in Destiny, but that kind of stuff, like MMO stuff, just never been my cup of tea. I respect it, it's just, it ain't for me. Yes, back on topic, like the whole DMC thing, like people are saying, like, you know, God of War is better or some shit, and it's like, well, as a whole, there's good games, and then there are, you know, God of War 4s. Which, in my opinion, this is going to sound awful to some people, I don't like God of War 4 that much. I liked it when I first played it, but looking back on it, I don't really like it as much now as I prefer the old ones. That's just, you know, that's just me. You could say, like, oh, that's just because, you know, you're a nostalgia fag, so of course you like the old ones better. But, I mean, have you guys played God of War 4 recently? Like, after you beat it the first time? You know, play it again, and then tell me what you think. You might just see what I'm talking about. Because the game kind of feels like it's bum-rushed, you know? Where they just implemented a story, and then they just said, fuck the gameplay, which I loved the idea of the weapons you get, you know? I mean, because, like, it's like old God of War, where you get, you know, multiple weapons. It was fun. It was nice. It was cool. But the runes? Who the fuck even cares? I just don't, it bothers me when games do that, when they force these dumb, shitty things down your throat, where it's like, oh, use this perk to upgrade yourself. And Shadow Warrior 2 is the same way. Where it's like, yeah, there's people that like it. That's fine. But then there's people like me who don't give a shit. Because, like, with Shadow Warrior 2, I've been playing that a lot lately, and I don't really care for the story, but I beat the game's story. I just have to go through the side missions. I actually personally think the game's kind of fun, honestly. It's enjoyable. It's like, it's white noise, pretty much. But, yeah, you don't do that, I think, like, what, 3 times the eyeball thing? Anyway, they have this system in place where you can equip perks to, like, weapons and all that other fun, bogus stuff. But the problem is, there's too damn many. And it's just like, I really don't care to look through all these. I don't care enough to, you know, to bother with it. So I just don't. I just equip whatever it wants me to, whatever the highest thing, and put that on somewhere. Regardless of, you know, what stats it may bring. It's the same case with Borderlands. Like, as long as the gun shoots harder and hits harder, I'll pick it up. I don't give a shit if it has electricity or not. I just want to hit something with a fucking blast of hits. Unless it's like a rocket launcher or something, and it's like, I just don't care. I prefer, like, machine guns and shotguns, personally. Something that I just, you know, get up in their face with and just blast them. But, you know, that probably comes from me being a hack and slash background, actually. Kind of think of it. The reason why I like shotguns and, like, you know, the rifle stuff so much is because of it being so close and personal. And I like that. But then again, I do like snipers too, which I think are just cool. Yeah, I really am feeling like playing Bioshock again. God damn it. But definitely not Bioshock 2 or Infinite, for that matter. Infinite, maybe. 2, nah. Oh yeah, I may not like Bioshock Infinite as much, but I certainly... I can certainly play it. I just thought Bioshock 2 was just... I just think it's boring. You know? To me, it's like Ghost of Sparta. Just fucking boring. Most of the time. I didn't like Ghost of Sparta at all. Pretty sure you guys knew that by now. Which reminds me, I think the next God of War Let's Play that I would have done, or if ever, would technically be God of War 3, I think. Yeah, because I did change Olympus, so... Come on, dude. I also won't be playing God of War Betrayal, which is the mobile game. Because, one, I don't really feel like emulating it, and two, I just don't care. And I know it counts toward the, you know, the actual canon, blah, 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 and it's just like, why do I have to go play a fucking mobile game just for that? Also, these Cyclops are fun to fight as well. They're just a pain in the dick to fight. And there's only 3 that ever spawn here anyway. And there's also like an unlimited amount of these guys. The civilians that spawn. I'm pretty sure they're unlimited. Also, insert random dad doesn't know how to block joke here. Just because, you know, it's God of War, right? I gotta bring up the fact that my dad don't block. It's just a family joke, guys. What's funny is, like, my dad was the one that introduced us to God of War in the first place. No, I think my uncle actually gave it to us, or introduced us, but he was the one that introduced me to it. I remember coming home from school one day. I think it was, like, back in, like, 7th grade or maybe in the 8th grade, and God of War 2, he was playing God of War 2 right then and there, and I'm like, I gotta play it, but of course I had to do my homework, and I had to wait until he got done. But it was like the most exciting thing ever. They roped you in. If you don't want to play it with him, you don't have to. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's like I said, like, I'm not that big on co-op stuff anymore. I just kind of got tired of it, personally. Because mainly because, like, I know what I want to do, and I'm going to do it, you know? Co-op's fine every once in a while if it's something that you both are interested in, but if you're not interested, then it's whatever. I'm not saying that you shouldn't like Destiny, I'm just saying that, you know, I'm not too keen on it. It works. And that's the other thing, too, like, Destiny's one of those games where I feel like you kind of have to play co-op as well. At least for me it is. Not because, like, the enemies are so tough or anything, or the raids or whatever. More so the enjoyment that you get out of it for playing with friends, I think, benefits from it. Because, like, it's one of those games where it's like Minecraft, where, you know, there's so many dumb shit that you can do with it that I think it makes it more fun to have people there to watch you as you do that dumb shit. Like I said, even though I don't really care for co-op games, I'm just saying, like, those games in particular, I feel like are much more suited for that.
I know who you are. I know what
Monster.
you've done.
That's me right there whenever I enter a bar. Or go to a club. All the chicks are like, I know what you are. I know what you've done. Stay away from me. You monster. Damn. You know, I haven't been to Winstead's in forever. Just top-notch shakes and shit. And that's reminded me of that. Oh, that's right. I gotta get the fucking key. What am I doing? I remember like going there. I think for like somebody's. I think it was one of my brother's birthdays. I think it actually was. And I don't remember if I liked it or not. And I remember like we used to go there back when we were younger, but now I don't even know anymore. I honestly don't know. And you want to know something kind of weird? Do you guys ever get the feeling like your childhood's never happened? You ever get that feeling? Like the things that you thought you could have sworn you've done never actually happened at all? That's how I feel like in a lot of things that I did when I was a kid. I feel like I'm a different person entirely. Like I was living the life of somebody completely else besides me. But it's weird too because like a lot of my interests are still somewhat the same. But I feel as if there's some things I just didn't do. Even though others remembered that I did it. Or if some that don't remember that I did, and I'm like the only, especially in cases where it's like I'm the only one that remembers it, and it's just like, did it even happen at all? At this one time where like my brothers were sticking their butts out the window in front of one of my friends when they're driving by or whatever. But they probably don't remember that. Therefore, you know, did it happen? I don't know. It's just one of those things. It just makes you question your life. And you're just like, man, that's weird. Well, then again, no one's, you know, as retarded as I am, so. Of course they would remember. It's the Mandela effect. I've been seeing a lot of videos about that. What the hell is up with that? Like everyone and their grandma are talking about fucking, you know, the Mandela effect. Also, I'd never actually got a good look at these shields before. Huh. They look weird. They look different than I thought. Hold on. I know he's... I fucking know. He's gonna drop it. Ow, you prick. Luckily, this game has checkpoint systems. I mean, if I had to save it via normally, then manually, then I wouldn't care that much. They always wait. They always wait until the right moment when you're not blocking. To give them credit and be fair, they're not that stupid. Honestly. Also, I really want to fucking talk about JoJo right now, but I know like no one else probably fucking does. I don't even know where to start. Where it's just like I just want to talk about like each part, you know, and I don't know why. I just do. I don't exactly know what I want to talk about it with, besides just how cool it is, I guess. Oh, it's Plume of Prometheus. That's what it was. That's what it's called. I never remember the damn names of these fucking things. I'm not gonna try. So I think the Hercules one, I think Plume of Hercules, I think it was called, or whatever, was the L1 triangle move. For some reason, I was thinking fighting game logic, and I was like, L1 triangle, you mean 5-2, right? Or not 5. You mean DB, right? Or one of those random ones, you know? I got rage mode. Why not just use them? Beat the shit out of these guys. Honestly, yeah, why not? Also, I like how Kratos does actually have like some, you know, more unique moves when it comes to, you know, the god powers. And they also didn't add the, or Rage of the Gods, my bad. They also didn't add, like, you know, an orb system for, what's it called? Rage of the Gods mode since fucking 2. You had the urge to watch part 3 again? Wow, that's... I actually had that a while back. I started it and I got like halfway through and then I stopped. But I've been reading through it. And I'm now to, who the fuck did I leave off on? Oh my god, I actually don't even know. I mean, I got done with Alessi. So I'm like over... No, I think it... Yeah, we got done with Mariah. I know that much. When it comes to part 3, I think the anime... The newer anime for it did a good job. But ever since I watched, like, the original OVA for it, I kind of just thought to myself, like, wow, I really don't like part 3 as much as I thought I did. And it was weird, too, because I was watching part 4 stuff when I was watching, like, just random dubbed clips just because I wanted to, just, you know, randomly one day. And I started feeling like, man, I guess I don't like part 4 as much as I thought I did before, too. I guess when it comes to, like, old JoJo stuff now, like, I don't really like watching it, or, yeah, going back to them again. It's just more so, like, just being like, yeah, that was a cool part, and that's it. Even though it's funny, it's like, I do kind of want to read part 7 again. Because, like, you know, fucking part 8's taking a good while to actually fucking update, so... Part 3 is good, but unless you really want to do it, I technically wouldn't recommend watching the original OVA stuff for it. I'm not saying that they're bad. They're just... in my opinion, they're just bad versions of what Part 3 was, because... You remember when they fight fucking Paul Nerif in Hong Kong? Well, in the OVA version of it, they fight Paul Nerif on the ship of strength. You know, with a gorilla. And it's like... Hold on. I mean, what? I don't even think Anne was even in the OVA, for that matter. I think it's like 2 different ones, too. Alright, so I think these things are called Wraiths, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. Yeah, funny enough, like, when I was rereading, or not rereading, but actually reading Part 3 for the first time, the beginning parts were, like, really fucking boring. And then, ever since recently, they've actually gotten more interesting. Oh, yeah, that's right. You never actually did finish it yet, have you? Yeah. Part 8's actually pretty good, and Part 7's pretty good, too. But I do think that Part 7 is a little bit on the... Well, I don't know if it's on the overhyped part of it. So I think Part 3 is probably more overhyped than Part 7 is. Because most people who probably care about JoJo, or probably, when I say that, I mean, you know, the folks that don't really care enough to read it, you know, like us, they tend to, just ignore fucking everything else. We're talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Alright, hang on, I'll read you guys things in a second. I'm just a bit distracted by these guys. I'm just catching glimpses. And part 7 is good, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's a weird part. Your niece is into MLP, Equestria girls, and the only thing I can think of, they turn human. They still have horse pussy, do they have? Or do they still have to, or do they have to look up porn to see what a human pussy looks like? Well, I'll tell you this, depending on the artist, they can have human pussies. I saw one time where they actually had like human feet, and it was like the weirdest fucking thing ever. Yeah, it was just very odd. Most likely they probably got a horse pussy. That's a word that apparently like my uncle and them like to use a lot, is horse pussy. Don't know why. Speaking of like anime and mangas and shit, I've been getting kind of bored with a lot of the stuff that's airing right now. I've been watching like 11 different fucking things at once. And most of them are kind of boring the shit out of me. Except for Copcraft. I really like that one a lot. And Bim is just... That's just Bim. Who cares? And then, of course, you know, like, Do You Love Your Mom is just... I don't like the anime version. I haven't read the manga, but I've read the light novel. If that means anything. Well, I haven't read the first volume, I mean. And I... It just feels different. Like, there's just... It feels too fucking fast. But that's what anime does. It just makes everything faster. And I also finally got recently done with reading I've been calling science for 300 years. And then it's funny because like every time I get done with reading something or finishing an anime or whatever, I think to myself like, man, it'd be great to do like an anime review or a review of this. And then I never fucking bother. I keep wanting to do it, but I get too nervous and anxious to do it. I get too nervous and anxious to do really much of anything, honestly, nowadays. Especially when it comes to YouTube stuff. Mainly because I just feel like if I do it, it just seems like a waste of time. But then again, is it really much of a waste of time? Is it really much of a waste of time if I enjoy doing it? Dr. Stone's the only thing you're watching at the moment? That's actually one of the only... That's actually one of the only few good ones, I think, as well. Yeah, you mentioned that one before, Kia. Yeah, speaking of, like, Dr. Stone, like, it's... Hold on. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. Dr. Stone is just, like, for some reason, unintentionally funny. And I have no idea why. Like, I don't know if you've been feeling the same way about it. But... There was, like, there's, like, a screenshot. Not really, like, a screenshot. There's, like, one point in the anime when Shinku smiled. And his upper teeth were just fucking showing. And not his bottom teeth. And it looked fucking hilarious. And there's also the one thing that me and Dalton like to quote a lot, where it's just like, you know, the whole like, Tsukasa's a good guy, but he's also a murderer. And also, Dr. Stone is so fucking weird. It's good. It's just, it's fucking weird. But yeah, the only thing I've really been getting bored of, technically, was actually Demon Slayer. Because I've read a lot of the manga, and then, like, I started reading it after the anime, you know, when I watched the first episode of the anime. And I got so damn caught up that watching it, it's just like, man, I don't like doing this anymore. So that's the problem with, like, reading manga and then watching anime, is if you read them and watch them in too much close proximity, you'll probably end up just like me and get bored of it. Maybe, depending on who you are, of course. I'm not saying, like, Demon Slayer is bad. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm just falling out of it, man. But yeah, you're right. Dr. Stone's, well, no, you said you were watching it, not that it was good. Well, if you're watching it, most likely you probably think it's decent. I would assume so. I think it's good, too. And then, heck, Dalton's been fucking... He's been reading it, apparently. It's funny, because I remember seeing it, like, back at Barnes & Noble and thinking, like, what's this? This was kind of cool. And then it comes out as an anime, and it's like, oh, well, time to watch anime, I guess. That seems to be most of what happens with me. I don't actually hear about a manga until the anime, which pisses me off. Because, like, there's that one fucking thing, what's it called? No Guns, No Life, or something like that? Or, no, I think it's, like, No Guns, Life. Well, anyway, it's that one where, like, the guy's head is a gun and shit, and they're like, you know, this weird. But I read the first chapter of it, and it just didn't hook me. And I know it's getting animated, and that's... One of the things I heard about it was, like, it's getting animated. I'm like, oh, that seems like a cool thing. I'll read the manga for it. And so far, it hasn't really exactly captivated me yet, but we'll give it time. And, of course... I still need to buy more Magical Girl site mangas, so I can keep reading those. Because I slept on that fucking thing for fucking years. Probably for good reason, too. Not that it was bad, just, you know, now that I'm actually able to fucking read things properly and fine. Without acting like a fucking retard, and then, yeah. Damn it. I hate when you get to the bottom of like a shaken. The rest is fucking whipped cream shit. And it's like, damn it. What else is actually airing? Because like I said, I love Copcraft. I would love to buy the light novel, but no one, I don't think anybody in the English, or I don't think Yin Press or even any of those companies have published it yet. So I just kind of just leaving it up to them. I mean, if it has an anime, then most likely somebody's got to like it, right?
Go, go, go! Ares has breached the city!
Obviously, some people wanted it. Well, that's what happens when you fuck with them. I don't know. I get. I think everyone gets that shit. Anyway, gotta stretch out here. Everyone gets some fucking shitty ass spammers here and there. I've been getting. Well, I mean, the calls have kind of like sort of stopped, but I'm getting a lot of those, you know, fucking scam calls. And just I don't even bother anymore. They're the worst. Also, speaking of Dr. Stone, I think it's actually a shonen. Well, at least it's Shonen Jump, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Which, luckily, Araki went from being Shonen Jump to, like, Ultra Shonen Jump or some shit, where he can actually make lesbian characters now. No, I mean, that's kind of a joke. It's like, Anasui was supposed to be, apparently, like, a lesbian character or whatever, but then Shonen was like, well, we need more men characters instead of girls, so can you not... You like that shit? Hell no, I couldn't stand that. I just pull my hair with them motherfuckers. They're not gonna learn. No one ever fucking learns. That's all they care about is just, as long as they can bug the shit out of you, they don't give a shit. That's how I feel about these fucking retards. I keep fucking calling and scamming. Okay, so now we're gonna get our third power, which we're only like, wow, not even 2 hours in, and basically already have the third fucking ability. Oh yeah, I understand that. Well, most of them are probably from like different countries too. Who knows? Oh, speaking of which, is anybody excited for Pirate Warriors 4? I keep forgetting that's coming out. And like I said before, Astral Chain as well. What am I doing? Alex, go get the health. You need it. It's fine. Really fun to piss them off. They piss me off, so that's why I just don't even bother. Fucking. At least that doesn't do too much damage. I think it actually technically does damage, but it doesn't seem like it does too much. Or any at all, for that matter. Fuck it. 90% of Big Mom will walk in the game. Ah, fuck, I died. Some fucked up shit too. Fuck. Hey, some of them deserve it, it seems like. Big Mama walking. Also, it actually is a good idea to use the... Well, there's that too. But, to do this. Yeah, on harpies. When harpies fly around, stone them. It's a stone world. What did you say it was coming out soon? Well, Astral Chain's coming out next week. In terms of games. Oh, and Pirate Warriors. Pirate Warriors 4. It's coming out like fucking like next year or some shit probably. Which is kind of sad because like that's the only reason I even bother with One Piece is the game for Warriors. I'm a fucking Warriors faggot, that's why. I like my Warriors games, they're very fucking cool. I mean, they keep me busy for like a month or two. Imagine getting to play as Big Mama. So now, instead of having to sit there and watch her walk throughout the game, you can finally play that. Oh, yeah, well, technically, yeah, I mean, as far as I know, I think it's technically illegal to be scamming people anyway, so... But you know, they're not gonna learn. People find new ways to do stupid shit all the time, it seems. What's the problem with this fucking world we live in? Wait. Come back. You know, I'm just gonna fucking stone this guy. There's plenty of magic everywhere. So who gives a rat's ass anymore? Yeah, if you play as Big Mama, that's definitely a fucking, like, at least 11 out of 10 right there. That's what IGN gives it a 6 out of 10. Too much Big Mama. What the fucking Big Mama even do besides just walk? Pyro Warriors? No. Pirate. Like, One Piece pirate. Like, going after that pirate booty. That kind of pirate. They should make a fucking, like, goddamn YouTube Warriors. Fuck IGN. But they're right! They're right about everything. Oh yeah, you have to do this. This stupid scene here. Didn't they give, like, fucking Wind Waker or something? Like, a 6? Cause, no, I thought it was, like, Pokemon, maybe. That's that running joke of, like, it's got too much water or some shit. IGN's opinions don't really matter. Big Mama's hot. Actually, funny enough, I don't even know what Big Mama even technically looks like. I just know of her name because, you know, that's what Chrono's been talking about with the whole, like, new episodes. It's just nothing but fucking Big Mama walking forever. And she finally recently stopped walking, I guess. I kind of lost track of how many deaths I have, so oops. It's fine. Wow, I'm getting brutalized. Cartoon Son of the Cloud. That Luffy. What the fuck? That's fucking... I could have sworn she was the one with, like, a big-ass bat, but that's probably somebody else I'm thinking of. Did I just get offered, like, easy mode? I hope not. I really freaking hope not. And I hope I didn't hit yes, because if I did, that would suck. That's one thing I hate about this game, is the fact that you can get offered to play easy mode. Like, why would you get offered to play easy mode on God mode when you have to beat the fucking game to even earn the damn thing? You know, it just seems stupid. Like, what? Maybe they could change people's schedules. You know, I have fucking no clue anymore. I don't even know what's going on. At this point, One Piece could just... You could, like, put Naruto characters in One Piece and I wouldn't even tell the difference anymore. But when she throws that cartoon sun, is it the sun from Mario 3? Ah. Also, what sucks about this game is even if you were to save it, the game won't tell you what mode you're on. Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb as shit. God of War 2 and on does that, but for some reason God of War 1 was like, nah, let them figure it out for themselves. And I hate that. I saw this weird thing where this, I don't know her last name, but she's a One Piece character. She's got that big ass fucking nose. Did you know Large from Tekken is Naruto? No, fucking dude, that's fucking crazy. So does that explain like his electric ability is actually just Razengans? And he could just like somehow like, you know, morph it to his will? Speaking of Naruto, like we were watching some fucking Naruto openings recently, and there was one that came up. I don't remember which one it was, but I could have sworn it was an American-made song for the longest time, so I heard it everywhere. Yeah, it's Tekken 7. He was DLC. You've noticed the play as Negan from the hit franchise, The Walking Dead. But yeah, like we're watching one of them, and like one of the songs came up, and I was thinking like, holy shit, I know this song, and I didn't know it was a Naruto opening. I was like, what the fuck? That's an American like song. What the hell? It was very weird. It was very weird. Very weird to me. I bet people are probably like watching this video like later on. They're like, fucking upgrade, damn. I mean, granted, I already have Poseidon level 2. I should. No, wait, I died. So I probably got like yeah. Yeah, but why Negan? Okay, I thought Negan was gonna be fun, but then I played him. I'm like, nah. Speaking of which, have you been playing some Tekken recently yourself, David, at all? I haven't touched it in a while, honestly. It's probably gonna be a while before I even bother, but I still like Tekken. It's a casual fun for me. But I think I also should probably start straying away from the tag games too. Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? I actually I had a nice jerk session to Naruto's mom recently. Everybody thinks it's funny that that happened, but it did. I thought she was nice. Started playing it again. Nice. Just need to buy the DLC. I think you can probably buy fucking... It's probably cheap money. Well, it's probably the same still, like $25 season pass, but that's what I recommend getting. Just all of them. Geese is fun. Noctis is there. Negan... Well, actually, you know what? Come to think of it, the DLC's not that great. Except for Geese. He's the best. But who knows? Maybe you might actually like Negan and all them fun boys. And there's also that new... I think the new season might be out, actually, but I don't know. They might have just released that one chick from Tekken 6. When I saw her, I'm like, nah. And then you get... At least we're technically getting a new character as well. Whatever his name is. That fucking martial artist guy. David Cage. Luke Cage. I don't know his name. At least we're finally getting actual, you know, non-guest character DLC for once. And technically we're getting more Tekken characters too, with What's-Her-Nuts. But I want like an actual, like, completely new character for Tekken 7, so. Which I wonder, I don't know if what's his name, Gigas or something like that. The big fucking red dude. I thought he was Tekken 7 only, but I don't know. Probably is. And then the fact that Yoshimitsu has to change the outfits every fucking game is cool. Leroy Smith. That's his name? I don't... Yeah, maybe you might like him, but I don't know. I don't think we've seen much of his style yet. You're gonna main the shit out of him? I mean, hey, for all I know, he could be good. I don't know yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Some great show to hit on chance. I hardly ever go to Saint. I try to avoid Senkaku just because I prefer like Dan Burrow and all them, personally. But if it's got my shit on there, it's got my shit when I look up something. But oh yeah, you have to hold her too. Never mind. Yeah, Leroy Smith has like the most fucking white ass name I've ever heard for a character who I think is supposed to be black. But maybe he might be good. I don't know. I hope so. It's just that Zafina or whatever her name is. I just don't. Well, I never really played Tekken 6 either, so I don't really know much about her. But she doesn't seem like she'd fit my cup of tea. That's almost what it sounds like. Yeah.
Kratos, you grow stronger as your journey continues.
Yeah. I'm dripping.
If you are to succeed in your quest,
My titties are
you
licking.
need my aid. I offer you the power of the greatest of all the gods, the father of Olympus. I offer you.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I forgot we had fucking Armor King that came out.
Take this
Holy shit! I forgot he was DLC too. I think,
Take this power
along with
to defeat your enemy.
Marduk. You know what I want to see? I would like to see a Tekken Cross Street Fighter game again. This time in the Tekken style.
You
But
have done well, Kratos.
I don't know if we're ever going to get that or not.
Go forth in the name of Olympus.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day we will get to see it. But not as right now. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to kill those bastards first. Alright, so now we have Zeus of Fury. It's easy to use. Just hold down L2 and hit square. And... Alright, I'm scared. Black characters only. It's not racist if I play only the black characters. Like, hell, I mean, I'm trying to think of some other black characters from Tekken. I mean, you obviously have, like, Leroy that's coming. Marduk, maybe? Maybe he's kind of black. I don't know. I mean, King's Mexican. He's a person of color as well. But he's not black. What about Killer Instinct? I don't think they even have... Well, they have TJ Combo. That's right. And then Mortal Kombat has Jax, who is a beast. It's a beast in human form. Who the fuck else? Jesus Christ, I can't even think of anybody. Jubei from Blaze Blue. I'm kidding. Actually, speaking to him, he's quite fun, actually. It's funny, because like, I didn't realize his actual potential until after Evo. When I was like, oh wow, this character's actually pretty cool. It ain't racist if I only fuck the big ebony booty. No. You're perfectly fine. I'm scared, guys. Because Zeus's Fury should take more than 2 hits to kill these guys, and I might be on easy mode now. I don't know. I'm like, when the game asks for easy mode, it should pop up, and if it has it automatically say yes, then what it should do is give you the chance to say no again. Like, say like, are you really sure you want this? And then be like, no, I'm good. I fucked up. Because most people, guys, Santa Monica, most people are going to tap X through all of that. That's, you know, that shit, the game over shit, so they can get through it. With that name, I can't play Smash or BB Tag anymore. You don't have to tell them. Wait, oh, that's what you mean. I thought you meant like, you can't play it because people will be like, well, that name's fucking racist or something. No, you're just saying that because there's no black characters in BB Tag or Smash. Well, what about well, isn't there some characters in the game that you can technically make? Like black, yeah, like BB Tag. Like you can make characters black in BB Tag. If you think about it. I mean, hell, you can make some of the black characters white and Guilty Gear. You smash Peach, Bowser, and Daisy merrily, and I do like Daisy and Retard. And a retard. That's a nice one. Then she kind of just died. Really fucking fast. Maybe I should change my name to WCO. Do you think that would get any attention? And the W stands for good. So good characters only. Yeah, we'd both go up to like a tournament. It's like, oh, that's BCO. What's that stand for? Oh, he only plays black characters. And then there's WCO. Oh, I don't know about that one. Yeah, he only plays good characters. Are you saying that only good characters are white? No, that's just what the W stands for. Got a gymnast fetish? Hell yeah. Alright, hang on. I'm distracted. I gotta get to these guys. Okay. DK could. Oh, that's horrible. But I laughed, so what's that make me? I don't know why reading it again was funnier the second time. Yeah, you know what? Fucking play DK. That'd be great. Come to think of it, I don't think there really is any actual, like, full-on black characters in Smash. But I think that's like a Japanese kind of thing anyway, because, like, you know the Japanese. They don't like the black people. Well, they just don't really like Americans that much. You should smash them, babes. Smash DK. Oh no, it's the Oracle again. You guys want to see boobies again, right? Well, here are some more boobies for you.
Oracle!
Wait a minute. Did we actually? Yeah, we did. That was a cutscene I went to go pee and get a drink. I was like, did we even see her yet? But we totally did. I forgot. Chimichangas. When are we getting Marvel vs. Capcom 4? If we actually did get like an actual like 4, we'd probably have like 2 characters for each side. Bring in Conquer and Censor, that'll definitely make Smash interesting. Shit, bring in Conquer in general, that'd be cool. Why do I keep doing this if you can't deactivate it? Curse my fucking button prompting pushing shit that I like to do. Our girl's girlfriend's kind of nice looking. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Trying to furry bait. Oop. Actually, I don't know if Nintendo... Well, could... I mean, we're getting Banjo now. But in all honesty, like, if they actually did have Conqueror, he could probably fit. But Conquer is such a weird game, though. In terms of actual game. Like, it doesn't ever feel like one. To me, it doesn't. Because, like, I know it's like it's a platformer. That's the point. But it doesn't act like a platformer. It's just like a parody of a platformer. It's weird. We need ukulele. I hate that fucking spin move they do. These assholes do. Oh. I just bit the tip of Death's dick right there. And he ain't happy with that one. Oh my god, they just keep fucking spawning. Jesus Christ. Is this a fucking Destiny raid? Big Boob Sunflower wanted to be pollinated so hard. Oh, absolutely. Hey, do you blame him? You blame that bee for going for it? Like I said, like, Conquer's is fucking weird, man. Like, it's fun, it's just, it's odd. And I know that's kind of like the joke, is like, it's not supposed to be your everyday cutesy platformer, it's just, you know, it's a spoof of it, but still.
make it like, you know, make it still feel like fun, I guess is what I'm trying to say. To me, it just feels like it's just nothing but running around a lot, rather than actually platforming. And the set pieces and levels are just, yeah, they just are so, they're so contradictory to themselves. It's great, actually. They don't feel like what a level should be. I'm getting blowjobs from the flower? What the fuck? Oh! Oh, I know what you mean. There's like one similar to that too that I've seen before, where it's like Velma is getting fucked, and then you can make her into like, yeah, Velma from Scooby Doo. It's getting fucked like by dudes with Scooby masks, and then you could actually make her into a food as well, and have like some flower thing suck her dick. I just realized that we are not really that far in the game. Well, I mean, we're probably farther than what most people could probably... No, I wouldn't say that. Most people probably about around here. No one could be that fucking slow with this game. I mean, come on. This is... Okay, that's a bad idea, actually. The reason why is because Gorgons will spawn. God damn, my controller's just fucking vibrating. It's fucking wild as shit. I'm trying to think of like other games that are coming out that are looking interesting. I mean, yeah, there's the Oninaki, whatever the hell it's called. It seems interesting, but I probably won't get it like day one or anything like that. Hell, I don't even know if I'm gonna get Astral Chain day one or not yet. Oh my god, I'm on easy. No fucking way. And I can't change it either. No. No. Unless my abilities are just that powerful, I doubt it. I wouldn't. Guys, I'm not even playing. I would not be able to tell what difficulty I'm on unless I see the early video, and not only that, but once I beat the game will tell me whether or not I did. I'm just gonna assume that Poseidon level 2 is probably powerful enough as of right now to do that much damage. So let's just go with that. I mean, the Harpies are taking quite a beating, so that's probably on a higher difficulty setting for sure. I just can't tell which one it would be. And it's what fucking sucks about this game, is you just can't tell. The game does not tell you. And I hate that.
Good, my boy. Good. Athena has chosen wisely. I knew it was so. Who are you?
Well, then again, this is one of those games where
The skin as pale as
it came out around a time where
indeed. Perhaps
hard mode really was, you know, starting to kind of like blossom itself. And when I say hard mode, I'm not talking about like hard games. I'm talking about like the hard mode difficulty settings. We had them before, but in my opinion, God of War and like Devil May Cry were like the few that really did it, you know, quite well. Unfortunately, this game, like I said, doesn't fucking tell you anything, and that sucks. Also, I see the trees in the background kind of starting to get a little fucked up. Also, there is an Easter egg you can do here, but I don't remember how to do it exactly, so I'm just not going to bother with it. I know where to go, I just don't know what button to press. Whether it was R1 or R2. You know what? Let's try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Who cares? Okay. So I get... Oh, they actually put this in here. Okay. So stand right there. This one. It's probably fucking R1 for all I know. Oops. And then you just... Oh, I did it. It's R2.
You get nothing from it besides this. So, there you go. That's how you do the Easter egg. Easy. You go to where that little lightning bug is on the top left up there. You hit R2 on that one place with the symbol. You stand up here on the top of this pit of dirt. Hit R2. Run to the back of that bridge. You go to the very, like the archway. Hit R2 there. And then bam, done. Easy. And then God of War 2 is a little bit different. That one's a little bit more annoying, but you get orbs out of it too, so it's kind of nice to have. And I also realized that this right side over here, is actually smaller than the left side. I just now noticed that. That's crazy. Also, time to whip out the gaze, because it's time to beat down the gaze. Get it? Because, beating gays. That's what we do here on this channel. We beat gay people. Alright. First things first. Okay, I'm actually kind of curious. That's not a sufficient way of doing it. Also, you can only kill so many before they eventually just start to not drop any more orbs. So I recommend just doing this. Just, putting up the statue. When they made that noise and they fly back, they're going to attack you. You'll know when you're done when the thing starts moving like that. So there you go. At least we have the kick ability in this game, like fucking Christ. But I do like how God of War 3 handled it, where like if you move in like one direction, he'll eventually just pick up speed. Because at that point, Kratos is pretty much just fucking, an absolute god. And when the music jingle plays, that means you're done. Essentially. Now, I think only one magic chest should do me good, so... yeah. Should be enough to fill me up to full. One upgrade I really hate is when you're evading, and then you hit X. Also, I didn't explain it earlier, but there's a trick you can do in this game where while evading, you can either mash square or at the end of the animation, you hit square during the evade, and you can actually continuously evade and go faster instead of doing this. That's too slow. So, there's that. For those that didn't know how I was doing, there you go. You can also hit triangle, but I wouldn't recommend doing triangle. Especially if you break that into a habit, because eventually, if you upgrade your blades enough, you will eventually get an ability where you have to, where you hit triangle essentially, and then, yeah, you do an attack while evading. It's fucking stupid. You can also, I think you can also do X. Let me not. No, I think you can. You can do X. You can't do circle. And you can't do R1 either. You can't do block. You could technically do magic. Not R2. God knows I wouldn't recommend doing magic anyway, just in case. Which is why I always have like Zeus's Fury equipped or Medusa's Gaze. So that way I don't accidentally use one. Use Poseidon's. Poseidon's Rage, which is just the canonically strongest ability. I say canonically, but that's probably wrong. In my own headcanon, it's the strongest ability. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Okay, I was wondering something, that's all. 'Cause I don't think there's anything back there, but I don't know. Also, these little like lantern things here that are lit, or these little trays of fire that are lit here. They remind me of Crash Bandicoot 1, the Jaws of Darkness levels, those temple levels. You just have to like jump to those. Crash 1 is a funny game too. Oh, you're just gonna fucking hit me, huh? Why is R1 so bad, Alex? That's why. Even when you get the fucking later ability where you can actually, like, you know, bum rush through them, not only that, but, like, stab them, it doesn't do anything. It's really a weak-ass power. Also, for even those who are wondering, X does not do anything when you grab somebody. You just jump. Just cancels your jump, or cancels your grab. Oddly enough, Nitro Plus Blasters has an ability where you can actually cancel your grab. I know. That's weird. But you can grab somebody and you can literally cancel your own grab. Kind of just fool them. Make them think they know they know what you're doing. You don't. Okay. So now we're gonna go to the Desert of Lost Souls pretty soon. So we're getting pretty close to, I'd say, the halfway point. The desert's not the halfway point. I'd say it's probably like Pandora. My opinion. This takes too damn long. Luckily, there's no time limit until later. So you can do whatever you want right now. Oddly enough, how she can hang on for so long, but then as soon as we start getting close to her, that's when all of a sudden the time limit kicks in. Makes total sense. Also, be careful to not kick it off too hard, because you don't want it to go too far away from you. That way you can stack these together. Oddly enough, like, this game it doesn't feel like a PS2 game, in my opinion. I guess I played on PS3 so damn much to the point where I just feel like it actually is a PS3 game. One thing that's odd for me to say, though, is I actually can't wait until I get to God of War 4 for the marathon. Because the one thing I do like about God of War 4 is it does feel different. So I do like that fact. Making sure everything's okay here. Alright, that's good enough. I just don't like the linearity of it, and it just feels like it was just made rather than just try to reboot a series. Oops. It was made for like a cash grab, you know what I mean? And then you have like a game like fucking Ratchet and Clank that honestly